Discussion tutorial DK014 subtopic 3.2 question 1 until 7 empirical and molecular formula. Tutorial 3.2 empirical and molecular formula consists of 7 questions. Okay, so we start with the learning outcomes first. So we have 2 objectives for today. The first one is define the terms empirical and molecular formula. Pertama, pelajar perlu tahu maksud ataupun definisi bagi formula empirik dan formula molekul. Second, determine the empirical and molecular formula from mass composition and mass combustion data. Kedua, pelajar perlu tahu cara menentukan formula empirik dan formula molekul apabila diberikan maklumat tentang komposisi mass ataupun maklumat pembakaran. Remember, to find the empirical formula, commonly we use this table. So first, identify the element involved, such as carbon, hydrogen or oxygen. And then, identify the mass in gram. Okay, and then find the mole. Remember, the formula to find the mole is mole equals to mass over molar mass. And then the mole ratio. So here we will identify the simplest ratio. And finally, we will come out with the conclusion about the empirical formula of that compound. Next is how to find the molecular formula. The formula is empirical formula times N. Thus, to find N equal to molecular mass over empirical formula mass. Next, there are 2 types of calculation when we are given the mass composition and combustion data. Untuk pengiraan ada 2 jenis keadaan, sama ada kita diberikan komposisi mass ataupun maklumat tentang tindak balas pembakaran. Okay, selalunya soalan akan berikan kita maklumat tentang jisim bagi setiap atom dalam suatu sebatian dalam unit gram ataupun diberikan maklumat tentang peratus bagi unsur tersebut. Kedua, maklumat tindak balas pembakaran. Selalunya soalan akan berikan kita jisim produk yang terbentuk hasil daripada tindak balas pembakaran. Generally, hydrocarbon reacts with oxygen to form carbon dioxide and water. Okey, secara umum, hidrokarbon akan bertindak balas dengan oksigen untuk menghasilkan produk carbon dioxide dan water. Okey, so jadi pelajar perlu faham. Okey, antara produk utama yang terbentuk daripada pembakaran hidrokarbon adalah carbon dioxide dan juga water. Okay, combustion reaction ataupun tindak balas pembakaran bermaksud apa-apa bahan yang bertindak balas dengan gas oksigen. Kebiasaannya kita akan diberikan maklumat jisim bagi carbon dioxide ataupun jisim bagi water. Seterusnya, daripada jisim carbon dioxide, kita boleh kenal pasti jisim bagi atom karbon. Daripada mass H2O pula, kita boleh kenal pasti jisim bagi atom hidrogen. Selain itu, maklumat mass sampel akan turut diberikan. Okay, next we proceed with question number 1. Define empirical and molecular formula. Question 1. Empirical formula is the formula shows the simplest ratio of atoms of each element in a compound. Okay, correct. Next, molecular formula is the formula shows the actual number of atoms of each element in a molecule or a compound. Okay, jadi ingat semula keyword bagi formula empirik adalah nisbah yang paling ringkas bagi atom-atom yang wujud dalam suatu sebatian. Manakala untuk formula molekul adalah bilangan sebenar bagi atom-atom yang wujud dalam suatu molekul ataupun sebatian. Okay, sebagai contoh, kita ambil hydrogen peroxide. Okay, generally, hydrogen peroxide consists of combination between 2 hydrogen atoms and 2 oxygen atoms. Jadi inilah formula molekul sebab dia memberikan kita maklumat tentang bilangan atau jumlah sebenar atom-atom yang bergabung untuk membentuk suatu sebatian. Meanwhile, empirical formula is HO. Okay, or H1O1. Okay. Commonly, we ignore number 1. So, we just write HO. Okay, ini adalah formula empirik. Kenapa? Kerana nisbah 2 tadi telah diringkaskan, iaitu dibahagikan kepada faktor 2. 2 bahagi 2, 1 untuk hidrogen, 2 bahagi 2, 1 untuk oksigen. So, memandangkan formula ini menunjukkan nisbah yang paling ringkas, iaitu angka yang telah difaktorkan menjadi kecil. Jadi, jenis formula ini dikenali sebagai empirical formula. Okay, question 2. Determine the empirical formula of the compound made when 8.65 gram of iron combines with 3.72 gram of oxygen. Okay, so question asks us to find empirical formula and we are given the mass composition of each atom. Okay, jadi kita diberikan komposisi mass dalam bentuk gisim gram bagi atom iron dan oksigen. To find empirical formula, remember we need to construct a table. So we have information about elements, mass in gram, mole ratio, and the conclusion of empirical formula. So there are 2 elements here, iron and oxygen. Okay, and then insert the mass of each atom, correct? And then mole. Okay, remember the formula mass over molar mass. To find the mole, remember the formula is mass over molar mass. Mass already given in the question. Okay, molar mass. How can we identify the molar mass? Okay. We can refer to the periodic table to identify the molar mass of the atom. Or you can refer to your tutorial book. We have list of elements and relative atomic mass. As for example, we want to find the molar mass of iron. Iron here, okay, Fe, okay, proton number 26, Ar 55.9. And then oxygen. Symbol, element symbol O, proton number 8, Ar 16.0. Okay, remember the value of Ar and molar mass same. The difference is only on the units. Okay, molar mass has unit gram per mole. Ar, no unit. Okay, after we have identified the molar mass, so we can insert to the formula mass over molar mass for iron and for oxygen. Okay, next use calculator and you will get this mole. After that, find the mole ratio, nisbah mole. Now, we need to identify the smallest mole. Okay, kita kena kenal pasti mole siapakah yang paling kecil, iron ataupun oksigen. Now, focus on the mole of iron and oxygen. Okay, iron 0.1547, oxygen 0.2325. Okay, so the smallest mole belongs to iron. So, the mole of iron and oxygen will be divided by 0.1547. Correct? Correct. Okay, after that, we get the ratio 1 and 1.5. Okay, now we have problem to get the whole number for oxygen because we get 1.5. Okay, reminder what we have discussed in previous class. Chemical formulas are written with whole number. Wajib. Okay. Jadi formula kimia kita kena guna nombor bulat. Okay. So be careful when rounding off. Jadi berhati-hati bila kita nak genapkan nombor tersebut. Okay. Contoh bila pengiraan kita dapat 1.33 value. Example. Okay. Jadi kamu tak boleh sesekali round off jadi 1. Okay, jadi ini salah. Okay. Do try and error procedure. Jadi kita guna kaedah cuba jaya lah. Okay, contoh pertama cuba darab dengan 1. Okay, dapat diri dia balik. Okay, darab dengan 2 dapat 2.66. Tak boleh round off ya. Okay, tapi bila darab dengan 3, oh dapat 3.99. Bila dapat 3.99, barulah kita boleh genapkan atau round off kepada 4. Okey, so di sini ingat ya, angka yang kita boleh genapkan round off sama ada 0.1 ataupun 0.9 sahaja. Okey, jadi bermaksud 0.2 sampai 0.8 jangan sesekali awak genapkan nombor tersebut. Make sure mole itu darab dengan angka tertentu bermula daripada 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tak kisahlah apa-apa angka. yang membolehkan kita genapkan nombor tersebut menjadi nombor bulat. Okay, berbalik kepada jawapan tadi tu. Okay, 1.5 times 2 we get whole number 3. And then iron also we need to times with 2, so we get 2. Ingat, apabila kita darab mol bagi suatu atom dengan suatu angka, pastikan atom yang lain turut darab dengan angka tersebut. Dalam situasi ini, oksigen times 2, iron times 2. Okay, next conclusion for empirical formula Fe2O3. Okay, next question 3. A compound consists of 40% carbon, 6.7% hydrogen, 53.3% oxygen. Question: what is empirical formula and molecular formula? If we are given the molar mass of compound, which is 180 gram per mole. Okay, correction here, not molecular weight, but molar mass. Question number 3, we are given the mass composition in terms of the percentage. First, we need to assume 100% is equal to the 100 gram. Thus, 40% of carbon times 100 gram, we get 40 gram. Same with hydrogen. 6.7% of hydrogen from 100 gram, we get 6.7. 53.3% oxygen of 100 gram, we get 53.3 gram. Next, find the mole, mass over molar mass. Okay, mass carbon, hydrogen and oxygen divided by the molar mass. Carbon 12.0, hydrogen 1.0, oxygen 16.0. And then use your calculator and we get this value of mole. Next, mole ratio. Identify the smallest mole. In this case, the smallest mole belongs to oxygen. So, all of these 3 moles divided by moles of the oxygen, 3.3313. Okay, then by using calculator, we get this value, 1 to 1. So, in conclusion, the empirical formula is C1H2O1, or we write as CH2O. Okay, next is molecular formula. By using the formula of N, molecular mass divided by empirical formula mass, molecular mass already given in the question, 180. Empirical formula mass, so we need to refer to the periodic table. The mass of carbon, 12. The mass of hydrogen, 1.0. The mass of oxygen, 16.0. Okay, now look at the empirical formula. Carbon 1, the mass is 12.0 and we have 2 hydrogen, so 2 times 1.0 and 1 oxygen, so 16.0 only. And then use your calculator and we get 6. Okay, so in conclusion, molecular formula equals to empirical formula times N. N is 6. Okay, carbon 1 times 6, 6. Hydrogen 2 times 6, 12. Oxygen 1 times 6. So this is the final answer of molecular formula. Okay, next question 4. Okay, determine the empirical formula of a compound consists of 29.0% of sodium, 40.5% of sulfur, and 30.4% of oxygen. Okay, in question number 4, we need to find the empirical formula and we are given the mass composition in terms of the percentage. Okay, so first we must assume 100% equals to 100 gram and then we get the mass of each atom in this compound. After that, find the mole from the formula mass over molar mass. Okay, refer to periodic table. The mass of sodium. Okay, the mass of sodium 23.0. Okay, oxygen 16.0. Sulfur, where is sulfur? Sulfur. Okay, sulfur here 32.1. Okay, so mass over molar mass. Correct. And then use calculator and we get this value for mole of each atom. Next, find the mole ratio. Identify the smallest mole. The smallest mole belongs to sodium 1.2609. So all of these 3 mole divide by 1.2609. And then use calculator, we get this value. This is not the final mole ratio. Since we get 1.5 for oxygen, so we must times with any value to get whole number. In this case, 1.5 times 2, we get 3. Okay, so means that the other atoms also times 2 times 2. We get 2 for sodium and 2 for sulfur. In conclusion, the empirical formula is sodium 2, sulfur 2, oxygen 3. Okay, next question number 5. Determine the empirical formula for substances which have the following percentage mass composition. Okey, sekarang kita diberikan peratus komposisi jisim. Okey, jadi kalau tengok sini bentuk soalan untuk A, B, C sama saja. Jadi metodnya adalah sama. Okey, kecuali yang nampak berbeza sikit yang inilah yang C ni. Okey, dia melibatkan 55.5% water. Okey, jadi kita tengok macam mana nak selesaikan untuk soalan nombor 5. Okey, we start with 5A. Okay, find the empirical formula for MgNO. Okay, we are given percentage by mass. So first assume in 100 gram and then we can solve the mass of each atoms. And then find the mole. Okay, formula mass over molar mass. Okay, so magnesium. Okay, molar mass magnesium 24.3. Okay, nitrogen 14.0. Oxygen 16.0. Okay. Okay, next, use calculator and we get this value. After that, identify the smallest mole. The smallest mole belongs to magnesium. So, all of the mole divide by the smallest mole 0.6708. Okay, use calculator and we get this value. 1, 2, 6. Okay, in conclusion, the empirical formula is magnesium 1, nitrogen 2, oxygen 6. Okay, number 1 we ignore. Okay, abaikan lah kalau nombor 1 tak perlu tulis. Okay, next B. Okay, question B, same method. We need to find the empirical formula combination between aluminium, sulfur and oxygen. We are given the percentage mass. Okay, first we assume in 100 gram and then we can solve the mass of each atom in this compound. And then find the mole, formula mass over molar mass. So refer to periodic table. Okay, aluminium 27. Okay, sulfur 32.1. Oxygen 16.0. Okay, aluminium 27.0, sulfur 32.1, oxygen 16.0. So, okay, so from the formula mass over molar mass, we can use calculator and we get these values. Okay, after that, identify the smallest mole. Okay, the smallest mole belongs to aluminium, 0.5852. Calculate, so we get 1.5, 6.0. Okay, so we start with mole of sulfur. So we need to times the mole of sulfur with any number so that we can round off to the whole number. So in this case, times 2. 1.5 times 2, we get 3. And don't forget the other mole also we need to times with 2. So 1 times 2, we get 2. 6 times 2, we get 12. Okay, in conclusion, the empirical formula, aluminium 2, sulfur 3, oxygen 12. Okay, next question 5C. Okay, we need to solve the empirical formula for this compound, for this hydrated compound. Okay, we start with assume 100% equal to 100 gram. So we can solve the mass of sodium, sulfur, oxygen and water. Okay, in this case water, we group as H2O. No need to divide into hydrogen and oxygen atom. Next, find the mole from formula mass over molar mass. Okay, refer to periodic table. From periodic table, sodium Ar23, sulfur Ar32.1, hydrogen Ar1, oxygen Ar16.0. So, mass over molar mass. For water, the molar mass of the Mr for water is 2 times 1.0 plus 16.0. So we get 18. Okay, and then use calculator, we get this mole. Okay, next, the smallest mole belongs to sulfur, 0.3115. So make sure all of the moles are divided by this value. Okay, so these are the final answer: 2, 1, 4, 10. Okay, in conclusion, the empirical formula would be sodium 2, sulfur 1, oxygen 4, dot 10 H2O. Okay, next question 6. Question 6, we need to identify the empirical formula. We are given the mass of sample and then it states here the substance was burned. Okay, means combustion reaction. Okay, maksudnya tindak balas pembakaran. To produce the product, carbon dioxide and water. Okay, H2O. How many carbon dioxide? Carbon dioxide 3.002, water 1.640 gram. So if sample contains only carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, determine the empirical formula. Okay, soalan nombor 6 adalah contoh soalan yang melibatkan kita tak diberikan secara terus jisim bagi setiap atom dalam sebatian tersebut. Okey, dia tak bagi direct, maksudnya kita kena cari. Nak cari daripada mana? Okey, daripada jisim produk yang telah diberikan. Okey, pelajar perlu faham bahawa sebatian kita sekarang terdiri daripada atom karbon, hidrogen dan oksigen. Tak tahu banyak mana. Tapi kita diberikan jisim bagi sampel tersebut iaitu sebanyak 1.367 gram. Okey, bertindak balas dengan oksigen. Okey, tindak balas pembakaran. Okey, dapatlah produk carbon dioxide dan water sebanyak mass yang diberikan ini. Sekarang kita diberikan jisim carbon dioxide 3.002, jisim H2O 1.640 gram. Pertama, pelajar perlu kenal pasti terlebih dahulu MR bagi molekul carbon dioxide dan H2O dengan merujuk kepada periodic table. Carbon 12.0, oxygen 16.0, hydrogen 1.0. Okay, and then mass of carbon dioxide 44, mass of water 18. Okay, jadi sekarang, okay, question, what is empirical formula? Jadi ingat balik, kita pernah discuss sebelum ini. Okay, ingat balik sebelum ni kita pernah discuss macam mana nak kenal pasti jisim bagi suatu atom dalam suatu sebatian. Okay, kita tengok untuk contoh karbon terlebih dahulu. Okay, karbon dalam formula carbon dioxide, dia nisbah dia sebanyak 1 mol sahaja. Okay, jadi 1 mol di sini. Kemudian darab dengan jisim karbon, okey, kemudian darab dengan jisim karbon iaitu 12, okey, kemudian bahagi dengan jisim sebatian karbon dioxide iaitu 44 dan darab, okey, darab dengan jisim karbon dioxide yang telah diberikan. Samalah juga kaedahnya untuk cari jisim bagi hidrogen. Kalau kita tengok dalam formula H2O, hidrogen ada sebanyak 2 mol. Okey, oleh itu 2 mol darab dengan jisim hidrogen 1.0. Okey, jisim bagi H2O 18 gram. Okey, kemudian darab dengan jisim water yang diberikan dalam soalan. Okey, seterusnya nak dapatkan mass oksigen baki. Okey, tadi kita dah berjaya jumpa mass karbon dah, okey, hidrogen dah. So sekarang tinggal oksigen. Okey, jadi senang saja mass keseluruhan sampel yang telah diberikan. Tolak dengan mass karbon dan juga mass hidrogen. Okey, hasil tambah mass karbon. Okey, mass sampel tolak hasil tambah mass karbon. Okey, mass sampel tolak mass karbon dan mass hidrogen, dapatlah mass bagi oksigen. Okey, jadi sebelum kita boleh apply table empirical formula, pelajar kena kenal pasti apakah jisim bagi atom karbon, hidrogen, oksigen. Jisim untuk atom karbon kita boleh dapatkan daripada carbon dioxide. Jisim untuk atom hidrogen kita boleh dapatkan daripada jisim H2O. Okey, karbon 1 mol darab 12. Okey, karbon 1 mol darab dengan mass karbon 12 bahagi dengan mass carbon dioxide 44. Kemudian darab dengan mass yang diberikan, dapatlah jisim ini. Okey, untuk hidrogen, mol hidrogen 2. Okey, mass hidrogen 1. Okey, mass untuk water 18. Okey, kemudian darab dengan mass yang diberikan dalam soalan. So, dapatlah nilai ini. Okay, yang seterusnya untuk oksigen, mass compound tersebut atau mass sample tolak dengan mass karbon dan mass hidrogen yang telah dicari tadi. Okay, masukkan nilai, dapatlah nilai ini. Okay, sekarang kita dah berjaya selesaikan mass karbon, hidrogen dan oksigen. Seterusnya baru boleh apply table of empirical formula. Okay, we just insert the mass of each atom, carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. And then from the formula of mole mass over molar mass, okay, we get this value. Okay, and then the smallest mole belongs to 0.0229. Okay, oxygen. Okay, divide by the smallest mole. Divide by the smallest mole. So the final mole ratio is 381. Okay, in conclusion, empirical formula for this compound is carbon 3, hydrogen 8, oxygen 1. No need to write the one. Tak perlu tulis satu. Okay, satu abaikan saja. Inilah jawapan. In conclusion, the empirical formula is carbon 3, hydrogen 8, oxygen 1. Okay, the last question, number 7. Mannose is a type of sugar that consists of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. And its relative molecular mass, Mr, is 180. Okay, next, the mass of sample 2.36 gram, and then consists of carbon and hydrogen 0.9444 and 0.158 gram. Okay, find the molecular formula of mannose. Okay, so for question number 7, we know that this sugar consists of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. We are given the mass of carbon, mass of hydrogen, and oxygen we don't know. Okay, but we can find. Okay, how to find the mass of oxygen? Okay, mass of the whole compound or mass of sample minus mass of carbon and mass of hydrogen. Okay, and then we get this mass of oxygen. Okay, with the help of table empirical formula, we can insert the mass of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. After that, find the mole by using the formula mass over molar mass. Ar carbon 12, Ar hydrogen 1, Ar oxygen 16. And then use calculator, we get these values. Next, identify the smallest mole. Okay, 0.086. Okay, belongs to oxygen. Okay, all of these 3 moles divide by the smallest mole. And finally, we get this value. 1, 2, 1. Okay, in conclusion, the empirical formula is carbon 1, hydrogen 2, oxygen 1. Okay, finally, the molecular formula. Okay, so from the formula molecular mass over empirical formula mass, so we insert the value. Molecular mass already given in the question, 180. And then empirical formula mass, we just refer to the periodic table. Okay, and then press the calculator, we get 6. Okay, so finally, from the empirical formula times n. Okay, fine. Okay, so the final answer is carbon 1 times 6, 6. Okay, hydrogen 2 times 6, 12. Oxygen 1 times 6, 6. Okay, that's all. Please compare your answer with this discussion. Okay, and then please do correction for the incorrect answers. Thank you.